guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, May 17th, 2021. My name is Aubrey and this is my astrological outlook for the day. So today and this week, I just want to start out by saying that we have a lot of Venus and Saturn themes going on, and that is indicated through the placement of several of the Sabians today, and also what's going on with Venus herself today and this week, and also what's going on with Saturn this week and his relationship to Venus. So without further ado, let me get into the specific energetics of today, because today is a big one. We have number one, first and foremost, we have Venus coming into conjunction with the North Node today. Now, Venus rules Taurus, and remember, we're in the Taurus new moon cycle right now, so whatever is happening with Venus is very significant and important in terms of the unfolding of the energetics of this entire cycle, moving us forward through this year. So Venus coming into conjunction with the North Node today is a big deal, and Venus represents money, love, relationships, partnerships, value systems, what makes us feel safe and comfortable and happy. It's luxury, material possessions, and it is what we desire. Venus rules our desires, what's in our heart, what we want, what makes us happy, what makes us feel good. Coming into contact with the North Node, which is the destiny point, our future path, where we're going, the blueprint of what we've aligned ourselves with based on all of the choices and actions and decisions that we've made in the past. The consequences of our actions, basically. The North Node, what's unfolding before us. And so when we have Venus, ruler of this Taurus cycle, coming into conjunction with the North Node, and this is happening in Gemini, so remember, it's going to be themed around information, communications, things that we hear, things that we read, things that information and thoughts that come to us. Venus in conjunction with the North Node is going to bring up and align us in terms of relationships, love, money, and values, our value systems, and what we desire with where we're going and where we're being pulled to and our future path. So this is fated occurrences today happening in terms of relationships and finances. And this is actually a really beautiful degree for Venus to be conjoining the North Node. The North Node is at 11 degrees of Gemini right now, and Venus is at 11 degrees of Gemini as well. And that degree is newly opened lands offer the pioneer new opportunities for experience. So this conjunction of Venus to the North Node is bringing us tremendous opportunities if we can be brave enough and bold enough to step out and to take risks and to, seize the day and to seize the new opportunities and to create them from wide open spaces where there's really nothing. This is what can we create in and of ourselves to build the future. Venus in the North Node. And that, like I said, is in terms of new relationships, partnerships, and financial opportunities with this. And this also goes back to the new moon in Aries, which is our new astrological cycle for this year, the energy that will be unfolding throughout the course of this year. And at that day, April 11th was when that happened, when the sun and the moon aligned in Aries for this time around. Venus was at 27 degrees of Aries. And remember, she was also in an exact square to Saturn at 27 degrees of Capricorn, where he is retrograding currently. So there was this theme, and there is this underlying theme all year of really transforming value systems from the deepest and most internal level, and bringing the things that we value and that we perceive as valuable and what we desire, especially in terms of love, money, and relationships, up to a profoundly higher level based on personal transformation and overcoming power struggles externally and internally within ourselves to re-embrace our own true authenticity and find the value in that. That's a theme that's been unfolding and that's been playing out all year. And today, with Venus's activation of the North Node for that new moon that happened a couple of months ago, she was at 27 Aries. Through imagination, lost opportunities are regained. And today, for her conjunction with the North Node, she is at newly opened lands offer the pioneer new opportunities for experience. So if we look at this activation today in the context of this grand cycle, this new age of Aquarius, this new era, this new epoch of time that we're stepping into this year right now. And as of the new moon in Aries on April 11th, where Venus was telling us that this year we regain lost opportunities through imagination. Now, with the activation of Venus in the North Node, our destiny, where we're going, where we're being pushed through the path forward, is telling us newly opened lands offer the pioneer new opportunities for experience. So through our imagination, through our inspiration, through our divine connection, we utilize our personal talents and skills and creative potential. Venus also rules creativity, to take advantage of these newly opened lands. I mean, if we look at this in the context of the world right now, we're at a very different place than where we were a year or two ago. And we can look at the crumbling of an old system, as something that is devastating. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Everything's been taken away from me. Or we can look at it as a fresh start. Like, yes, I might not have anything tangibly that I used to have, but now I have all of this time and all of this energy and all of this space, this new frontier, newly opened lands. What can I cultivate and create in and of my own skills, talents, what I have inside me, the value I hold within myself, to create new opportunities and lost opportunities? What have I always wanted to do that I thought was lost? This is the time to get back in touch with that. And it's happening through this whole process of the age of Aquarius, which really at the end of the day is nothing other than re-embracing each of our own unique authenticity, originality, uniqueness, what our talents, our gifts, what we have inside of us, and stop trying to conform to the ideals, the expectations or be mirror images of everyone around us. It's time to each become our own truly authentic and unique and original identities of who we were born to be, based on the gifts and the skills and the talents that we were born with, and really harnessing those and using them to create and to regain those lost opportunities. So with this activation today, I really do think that it will bring some really divinely aligned relationships, partnership opportunities, and financial opportunities that are based on what we personally can cultivate within ourselves and bring out. And this is also indicated through something else that I'll talk about today as I move through the report. But in terms of the Venus conjuncting the North Node, really it is figuring out how to apply our personal value in order to create these new opportunities for ourselves. And they are in terms of finances and partnerships and relationships, the Venus themes. And in being in Gemini, this also has to do with acquiring, communicating, talking, going back and forth, transacting with people, learning new ideas, getting new information, and kind of like realigning. It's the North Node. We're letting go of, set in stone dogmatic belief patterns that have held us back and that have kept us limited in terms of expressing our true creative potential. Venus at the North Node, because of the box that we've sort of put ourselves in trying to fit into molds that and become kind of like clones of everybody else. We're always trying to fit into these groups and to be accepted, but now is the time to not be accepted for being like everyone else. It's the time to be accepted for our own uniqueness and how we contribute that. Okay, so with Venus conjuncting the North Node today, pay attention, and relationships that cross your path, especially business relationships or partnerships, and also romantic relationships that begin around this time, can really be fated and really be destined, either in order to teach us a lesson or it's because it's our true and divine partner. But things that are happening now in terms of financial opportunities and business opportunities, relationship opportunities, it's a good time to really cultivate those things, because they are aligned, they're destined, and they're aligned with destiny under this energetic. So, and also things falling into place now in accordance with the path and the direction that we're trying to go. Really good. I wrote, we're blessed with opportunities in divine alignment with our destiny or the future, and we're being pulled toward those today with this energetic, creative pursuits and inspirations and relationships formed, networking connections as well, especially in Gemini with Venus, made in any business partnerships involving money are fated occurrence today. This is also a time of tremendous creative potential right now. And new relationships and creations carry us into the future with this energetic, okay? Next, I want to move on and talk about, and this also plays into the just overall our ability to align energetically with everything that I just talked about. This other aspect that we've had going on, this has been going on all weekend. It came exact last night, through the night this morning. And that is the sun in trine to Pluto. And the sun in trine to Pluto really pushes us to have like a really great urge and determination and willpower to make the most of our situation and to figure out what's hindering us on a really deep level and get to the bottom of it and reform that so that we can really come into a type of mastery or express the true potency of whatever we're focusing on. This is a very focused energy as well. It gives a very strong will and a very strong ability to get to the bottom of things and to sort of dig into and research and investigate kind of root core issues and then transform and create really like brilliant and very energized and just really well functioning works of whatever. It's a very good improvement energy, sun trine to Pluto. And this was exact last night, like I said, and the degrees that this was at, I find interesting because they are also kind of referencing, there's a lot of degrees in effect today that are referencing Venus, and this was one of them. The sun was at 27 degrees of Taurus, and that degree is an old Indian woman selling beads, okay? And Pluto is at 27 degrees, Pluto retrograde is at 27 degrees of Capricorn, and that is a mountain pilgrimage. So with the woman at the sitting on a blanket selling beads degree, this is it's with Pluto. So it's working to transform and motivate us to be empowered in what we provide, in what we create, in what we have to give, in what we have to contribute, and how we serve. It's how can we be of value? What are we doing to be of value? This woman is sitting on a blanket and she's selling beads. She's creating and cultivating something that she can sell and provide of service that benefits the greater whole. And that really is a very good overall summary of the whole Age of Aquarius theme and what we're being called to do, find our authentic purpose and contribute it to the whole. But with Venus also conjuncting the North Node and asking us to really look at what our personal value is and how we can align with that in order to move us forward. That is also what the Sun Pluto trine was asking us to do, is really dig down deep into what our personal, how can we truly be of value and what do we need to transform and to change about ourselves and the world around us in order so that we can express that with the most purity and the most truth. So we had that going on as well. And that trine, and because, the degree of Pluto, a mountain pilgrimage, hard work requiring endurance and willpower, but it's about transcendence and elevating the way we use our personal will and our personal power to create and to serve. Those themes keep coming up. Next, I want to talk about, and this is again referencing back to Venus and Saturn, and I'll bring Saturn more into it as I progress in this report. But we have the sun today moving to 28 degrees of Taurus, and that is the degree a woman pursued by mature romance. And it's still in trine to Pluto, and it references back Venus because, a woman romance, like that's totally Venus's forte. And so this degree of the sun today is, in my opinion, referencing that North Node Venus conjunction that we have going on, pursued by mature romance. We're starting to take things seriously in terms of really deciding what we desire and if it is and why we desire it and what the value of it is. So with with the sun at this degree in a trine to Pluto, and Venus is conjuncting the North Node, and Venus is also now in a trine with Saturn, and the trine is moving closer and closer. Venus is at 11 Gemini today with the North Node. Saturn is at 14 Aquarius, so now there's only a 3-degree orb in the trine between air signs, Venus to Gemini, Saturn in Aquarius, and so that aspect is also bringing in a more serious and reflective and mature energy to what we want, what we desire, what we perceive as valuable, what our priorities are, okay? And I'll talk more about that in a minute. But for now, I just wanted to say, in reference to the sun at this a woman pursued by mature romance degree today, and Venus in conjunction to the North Node and in trine to Saturn, we're growing up and maturing in terms of what we value and what we expect for the quality of our relationships, Venus, as we align more to our personal authenticity and value that authenticity in ourselves and redefine our personal relationships with ourselves since that Venus square to Pluto that happened at the new moon. Yes, just a minute. So yeah, I think with this Venus North Node activation today and the fact that the sun is in trine to Pluto at this degree and Venus is coming into square with Saturn, I think that we're growing up in terms of what we desire. I think that we are just, like the energetic says, we're maturing and we're taking things more seriously and being less frivolous in terms of, just our basic desires and our priorities and what we value as valuable and worthy and important, and how we view ourselves and our own personal contributions and the value of those as well. So we also have that going on today. The next thing that I want to mention, we have Mercury today at 19 and 20 degrees of Gemini. I personally am excited about this because it means Mercury is finally moving out of my 12th house and having all the